My name is Haleluya Demek, and I was born and raised in Ethiopia. Moved to America 10 years ago, and I am currently eating a pizza crust. When I grew up in Ethiopia, my parents really tried very hard to keep me as far away from Ethiopian food as possible because they saw it as like some sort of like glaring red sign indicator of not being wealthy enough to feed your children anything else. I used to be so jealous of my friends when they opened their lunches and found like Ethiopian food in there because I was always eating pasta. And on the off chance that I had Ethiopian food in my lunch or at home, it was always this exciting thing because I just wasn't allowed to eat it. Ethiopian food is really simple. There is a flatbread that's made of teff, which is grain, and on top of it you place all of these different sauces. Some are vegetable based, some are meat based, and I would say that if you're going to try Ethiopian food, like the absolute minimum that you have to do is get at least 4 veg and 1 meat. I think that it offers you a good enough diversity of what can be if you do dig a little deeper into, Ethiopian food. And I think that your meats should either be tibs, which is like chunks of sauteed meat and vegetables, mostly meat though, or kitfo, which is actually traditionally served raw, and a lot of people are super turned off by that, but I think it's one of the most amazing things ever made on earth. The Italians occupied it. In that 5-year period of time, there was a lot of cultural osmosis, I think I would call it. And they were building bridges, they were sharing recipes, and the recipes part really sticks with me because I love food, obviously. And I just noticed it in like really unique ways kind of continue to surface in our culture. Sometimes people will eat pasta, like the pasta with injera, like as a meat substitute. It would be the meat substitute, so it would be placed right in the center and the veg would surround it, and people have that for lunch all the time. So yeah, with interesting like demonstrations like that, I've always been curious about Italian food. I've always loved the flavors. It's always like really well balanced. Like, there will be salt and fat in the same like combination, or tangy and sweet in the same combination. And I've always found it to be really exciting.